Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Faris Irham Sofian. I'm going to present you guys about our new project. Uh, this is about the packaging of cereal, snack, and confectionery. So my part is going to it's about the baker study of the packaging. So, for those who don't know, packaging is now consists of containers made of cardboard, metal, plastic, or plastic bag. Many times, additional wrapping such as aluminum foil is needed to preserve the product. The objective of the packaging is to ensure the safety of the product and preserve it in good condition for the anticipated shelf life. And the second one is the package should also minimize product losses, which is waste throughout the food handling and distribution chains. Next. Okay, so for this slide, I'm going to tell more details about the packaging that being used by the cereals and confectionery. Those products usually use secondary packaging, which is this type of packaging provide supplementary protection to help maintain the integrity of the primary packaging. And for who don't know what is secondary packaging, that this means that two layers. This is the first layer, and like this is if wrap the food product is wrapping with thin plate of aluminum foil, which both material because both material are easy to burn and fit into imaginative shape, regardless of how conventional they may be. It also provide utility in terms of utility and protection. For the second layer, which is the outer layer, packaged with paper-based material made from wood fiber. Usually they use usually at the market they commonly use microfluid corrugated paperboard, which has unique characteristics including good strength properties, excellent shock absorbing ability, good aesthetic appearance, environmental advantage, and distinctive spraying properties. And whiteboard is also suitable for contact with food and is often coated with low density polyethylene, DPE, and polyvinyl chloride, the DC or wet. So that's all about the details that of packaging that is used by the zero snack and confectionery. So I'm going to proceed with the next slide with other presenters. Okay.
Hello, it's me, Amzar, and I'm gonna show to you or present to you about flowchart production of cereals. In this session, we agree to choose Cocoa Crunch as our product, as our example. First, from cereal ingredients, it will undergo mixing process and then undergo cooking process. After that, it will undergo forming process and then drying or toasting process. And after all, the product is finished. After finish, it will followed by packaging process and also storage and delivery process. So now I will explain one by one. First, cereal ingredients. To make Cocoa Crunch, we will need whole grains with flour and also corn semolina that were taken from the farms. Second, it is mixing process, which is all the ingredients that I just mentioned just now. It will be mixing together in the mixer. Together in the mixer, we will add sugar, fat reduced cocoa powder, barley malt extract, tapioca starch, and also palm oil. After that, we will undergo cooking process. In cooking process, we will cook cereals with temperature more than 80 degrees Celsius by using vacuum cooker in 45 minutes. Other than that, we will add heat stable vitamins and also minerals such as niacin, vitamin B6, riboflavin, calcium, iron, and also folic acid. After that, the process number 4 is forming. The cereals were formed by using extruder. To achieve the shapes, a die is fit at the end of the extruder, allowing the ribbon of cooked cereals to take the desired cross-section of shape. After that, it will be cut by the rotating knife at the desired size. After that, we will undergo drying and also toasting process. In drying process, the cereal will be dried at 66 degrees Celsius until the moisture is only left 19 until 20%, following by cooling it down to 30 degrees Celsius. After that, for toasting process, we will reduce moisture content to 10%, and the temperature that we use is about 250 until 300 degrees Celsius, and the time taken was 20 to 150 seconds. After that, the cereals was sprayed by pantothenic acids, and then we finish our cereal process. After finish the process, Cocoa Crunch then were packaging with biocellally oriented polypropylene, which is we call as BOPP as primary packaging. For secondary packaging, we will use CR paperboard. And last but not least, the process is storage and also delivery. All the Cocoa Crunch in CR paperboard will be covered with the tertiary packaging, which is cardboard process, and then the product will be stored at room temperature before it will be shipped out of the factory. And here together with me, the sample of packaging Cocoa Crunch that I bought yesterday. As you can see here, this is Cocoa Crunch. Okay, now we move to the most important part, which is law and regulations regarding to the packaging of Cocoa Crunch. First of all, the first element that must be added to the packaging is name of product. As you can see, when we see this green box, we will know for sure it is Cocoa Crunch. And also the name in the slide, as you can see packaging in the slide, the name clearly there is Cocoa Crunch. Second element is net quantity. In my slide, it very vividly that mention the net weight is 30 grams. Meanwhile, in here, in packaging here, it is that 500 grams of net weight. Now we move to the third element, which is list of ingredients. Both in the slide and also here, you can see here, this is list of ingredients. Ingredients, or we call ramuan. Next, we move to the element number 4, which is name and address. Since this product is product of Malaysia, so the manufacturing that located in Malaysia should be mentioned in the packaging. And in here, you can see very vividly, we have the address here, name and address here. So next we go to the element number 5, which is durable life. As you can see here, normally in Cocoa Crunch box, the red box here will state and it will inform us how long the Cocoa Crunch will be lasting. And here, as you can see, NFG stands for manufacturing date, and also BB stands for best before. And for manufacturing date, it is 27th of September 2020. Meanwhile, the best before date is 27th September of 2021. And last but not least, the element number 6, which is additional information. As you can see in the slide and also here, you can see in the slide, I found out it is recommended that 2 servings of Nestle Cocoa Crunch breakfast cereal must be consumed with 1 to 5 millimeter of full cream milk to help meet daily energy requirements. This is additional information that need to be added into packaging of food. Now, the very last part is halal logo, or we call it halal marking in food packaging. As you can see here in this packaging, you can see here, this is halal logo, halal marking logo that must be used by company to gain trust of Muslim especially. And this is the legal halal logo, marks, okay, as you can see here. And then that's all from me. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Azim bin Suhaili. I will present the deterioration reaction and indices of failure for cereal product. Many cereals and snack products are dry and contain lipids. They are stable against microbial growth due to their low water activity level, which is below 0.6, but not against chemical and enzymatic reaction that result in product deterioration. The most important modes of deterioration in cereal product and snack foods are loss of crispiness, which is moisture uptake, and lipid oxidation causing rancidity and off flavor. So here listed is for deteriorative reaction, which is loss of crispiness, lipid oxidation, vitamin degradation, mechanical damage. So for loss of crispiness, dry food system can lose their desired crispiness during storage or upon opening of the package. Loss of crispiness due to mixture uptake is a major cause of snack food rejection by the consumer. So for the lipid oxidation, the primary mode of chemical deterioration in cereal and snack food is lipid oxidation, which is rancidity development, since fat, which is lipid, is used in most snack as a processing aid or flavor inducer. When the cereal and snack food are dry at low moisture content, which is below 3%, they become highly susceptible to oxidation. The content and quality of the lipid in breakfast cereal are important factors determining the life of the product. Generally, product made from wheat, barley, rice, and maize, which is lipid content between 1.5 and 2.0%, have longer shelf life than those made from oat, which is lipid content is 7%. The susceptibility of cereal and snack food to lipid oxidation is associated with the concentration and type of fat used in the number of unsaturated bond in the fatty acid. The lipid containing food need to be protected from oxygen like pro-oxidant, which is metal ion, to minimize the lipid oxidation. So for vitamin degradation, a substantial loss of fortified vitamin in cereal product is not observed during normal shelf life at room temperature. The major factor influencing vitamin loss is in packaged cereal product is storage temperature. The loss of aroma, flavor can be a problem with certain cereal products to which fruit flavor have been added. So lastly, for mechanical damage, physical breakage of most cereal and snack food, especially chips, is unacceptable to consumer. Many snack foods are very fragile because they are usually fried, extruded, or dried from natural products. The packaging material must be physically strong to withstand the process of vacuumizing and gas flushing. Next. How the packaging increase the shelf life. So the shelf life of cereal and snack food can be extended by the removal of oxygen in package. Second is the use of antioxidant of oxygen scavengers in food and packaging material. Next is the use of selective gas barrier packaging material And lastly, the initial substitution and gas composition inside the package. That's all from me. Thank you.
And Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohamad Nazmi. Next, I would like to present about factor of product deterioration. Firstly, we need to know the definition of this factor of product deterioration, which is a series of degradative changes occurs in our food which can affect the product quality. It is very important to identify the factors of product deterioration for each of our products because it will make us more concerned and put more effort on our packaging so that all these factors won't affect our product. I have found three main factors that will deteriorate our product, which is cereal. First is biological. Second is chemical. Third is physical. Okay, firstly, we have microbial activity, which is from the biological factor. It can be from the main sources, phytogenic microorganism. Phytogenic microorganism is a microorganism that live in plant that are from plant, based from plant. This microbial activity on our product will cause quality and quantity losses. We can visually different from the good condition cereal and have a slight bad in smell. I have an example of picture that are being spoiled by microbial activity. Next, we have the chemical deterioration. Chemical deterioration, which is the deterioration occur in the food itself based on the formulation and ingredient, or in a simple word, in enzyme breakdown in our food. It can be affected by temperature, which is some enzyme can be breakdown from the higher temperature or lower temperature. Can affect the lipid breakdown, color, odor, flavor, and texture changes. And it is not recommended to eat the food. Now I have an example of food that being spoiled by chemical deterioration. We can see it here. The cereal becomes shattered in shape and texture, which is it become like a flour. Next, I have the last one, which is temperature and moisture. This temperature and moisture usually based on the packaging storage, retail store, and customer home temperature and relative humidity. We all know that in our air that have a water vapor. This water vapor present will affect our food in terms of the moisture. And temperature and moisture also can affect the microbial activity. Next, high relative humidity can make the cereal soggy. We have an example that being researched by some people that on a low relative humidity, if we put the cereal outside it means out of the packaging, it can stay crispy and in texture because there are no water moisture that can make the cereal soggy. That's all from me. Thank you.
Proceed to the next slide. My name is Emelya Natra. I will explain about the function of packaging of cereal, snack food, and confectionery. For the first point is product identification, which is packaging are served as an identification of the product. It also keeping the difference from competitors' product. Next point is product protection. The main function of packaging is to provide protection to the product from dirt, insect dampness, and breakage. For example, the product like biscuit, jam, chips, all of that needs to be protected from environmental contact. That's why they are tightly packed. Next point is to reduce the amount of waste, especially in case of food distribution. Next point is convenient. The packaging provide convenience in the carriage of the product from one place to another, in stocking and in consuming. Next is product promotion. Basically, packaging simplify the work of sale promotion. Packing materials in the house reminds the consumer constantly about the product. In this way, the packaging perform this role of passive salesman, which is can increase the promotion on nutrient breakfast and increase the sales. Next is information. The packaging convey necessary information to the consumer, such as the common information, which is packaging provide general features of the product, ingredient, net weight, names and address of the manufacturing, minimum and maximum retail price. So for next, for example, packaging of medicine or some other food product is required to provide information on method of preparation, recipes and serving idea, nutritional benefits and date of manufacturing, date of expiring, warning message and cautionary information. Sometimes the color of the packaging itself provides some information. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohd Nazmi. Today I would like to discuss about the most asked question about packaging of cereal. And the question is, does the packaging design good, attractive and convenient? Firstly, the convenience, the packaging is very convenient because it is light, easy to carry, chef ready. Next, we will talk about attractiveness. This attractiveness is very important for marketing purposes because the color we put on the packaging or the design, the whole packaging is very important to decide for our target market. For example, here I have two types of packaging, which is first one, which is very colorful and cheerful and have some cartoon there, which is the target market is for a younger people, which is for a children, because the children will very attract to a cartoon and try to buy the cereal. Next, we have a very simple and still very attractive and very good in packaging, which is for adult people. This both packaging will provide some of the information for the market. Next, does the packaging design is good? Mostly the packaging is very good because it will protect our food from being deteriorated. That's all from me. Thank you.